No?
Not now. I'll tell you what, let's.
Want to get it taken care of if it's not done.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. You may need to show it to that, but they're gonna go in and do something this week, and let's see. Harbor Manor versus Jamaica Jones.
Judge, it sounds, you want my appearance?
Yes, well, no.
James Fink for the plaintiff. Your Honor, it sounds like it's a communication problem. They hired 2 contractors to go in and do work. They did not hear anything from her. They thought the work was done. Their own maintenance people have done work. So management thought that everything had been addressed.
Right.
I haven't commented on the claim of mold for obvious reasons,
Right.
but as far as I don't think this is a withholding rent issue.
I mean,
And I'm not saying it's not legit to withhold rent. I'm saying I don't think we're here because she was withholding rent based on the information I had, because my client was not aware of any work requests before the 5th. And now has reported that they had hired vendors and sent their own staff out. So
well, I don't know if that's the case or not. I will just say this regarding Miss Jones, is that from the first day that she came in, she said, I got it. It's just they haven't done X.
let's come back next week.
And we've been trying to work this through, and just so I could finish that thought, that was in November, and in November, she put the 2,100, which was a little bit short of the 28 that she owed, but based upon the proration, she put that right into escrow.
Okay.
Without a blink of an eye. She
Then I
got that in. All right.
Mistaken.
December 26, 2025 at 12 noon.
And can we just clarify? I thought I heard her say when we were here earlier that she's not staying there. And really what I want to know is whether we have permission to enter.
To see the bathroom.
Do they have permission to enter to do the work?
Oh,
Because,
yeah. I got the picture of the bathroom if you want to see it. It worked now. Do you
Well,
want to see it? No?
Not now. I'll tell you what, let's.
Want to get it taken care of if it's not done.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. You may need to show it to that, but they're gonna go in and do something this week, and let's see. When's that from?
This was taken on the 18th.
Yesterday.
Yep, this was taken on the 18th. This was.
Can you email that to Serena or Nick at the office? You have an email for the office.
For their office?
Yeah. Can I write on this?
Yeah.
All right. So
I
you're
also
gonna
called them, so they're aware of it because I called them to let them know that.
I don't, I really do think it may be a miscommunication issue, but it's not.
Mhm.
Okay. Your December rent, are you gonna get that into court escrow?
Yes,
Okay.
James, and will you send me those pictures?
yes.
Bless you.
All right. So when will you get December rent into escrow?
I kind of used it for other bills and then Christmas, so I'll be honest.
Christmas.
But I can get December rent on the 26th.
26, you can put some in? All right. I'll say the defendant to pay December rent on the 26th
To the court.
to the court. All right. And then once we get this all solved, we'll figure. All right.
Great.
So
Thank you.
she made sure Christmas was taken care of. And that is okay with me, man. Take care. Glencoe Hills versus Willie Williams.
I take care of the Saints.
Huh?
Sorry, which case, Your Honor?
Willie Williams. He was here?
Your Honor, he was here. Didn't want to stay, and told me he was gonna go pay the balance. And it's paid in full. It'll show up on his ledger tomorrow. I'll send it a dismissal after it's paid.
Very good. Okay, dismissed. Why you didn't do that before we came down? Yeah. Anyway. Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Lakia Williams. And Karan Williams.
James, thank you for the plaintiff.
Yep, Lakia. Ms. Williams?
At this moment, the courtroom tension quietly explodes. This case isn't just about unpaid rent. It's about responsibility, miscommunication, and whether effort truly matters in the eyes of the court. Judge Simpson listens carefully, weighing excuses against actions and making it clear that emotions won't override accountability. One payment, one delay, one decision, and everything could shift instantly. So here's the real question. Should effort count as much as results in cases like this? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.
James, thank you for the plaintiff.
Your name, sir?
Jamar Pye.
He's at 152836.
152836. All right. Sir, you take your hands out of your.
Oh, my bad.
When do you think you can get this paid?
I'm really at 1117 right now. I paid 400 today.
You paid okay.
Yes.
So you paid 400 today. All right. And then how are you going to get the rest of this paid?
Well, we talked about paying like 200 weekly while still paying my rent. I was still trying to do that. So probably like the end of January, it should be paid off.
I don't know.
It's about 800 a month, a little more than that.
That he'd be paying, but then
His rent's about 800 a month.
his rent is 800 a month.
Less than 9, more than 8.
Got it. And so if you did 200 a week, the problem is you're only going to be keeping yourself even. You're not going to be getting toward this back balance.
Wait, could you explain that?
Okay. So come January 1, the 1100 is going to click up $800. So you're going to be at 1900.
Yeah, my rent is really like $650. So I was saying while paying my rent, I was also going to pay 200 a week. So it would.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying you pay that 200 a week in addition to, like, you'd pay your rent, then you pay into 200 a week.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because that's what I did last time before I came here. Yeah.
Do you think you can work out a conditional order dismissal along those terms with this gentleman or no?
I have no clue. We can try. Sir, give me your email address right there, please. We give him MCR 4.201.
Got it. All right. So I'm going to adjourn this out to December 26, 2025 at noon. Sir,
What day?
the 26th, day after Christmas,
Okay.
at noon,
In person?
in person.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to advise you, so if you get that agreement worked out, they're going to put it in a form called a conditional order dismissal.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning as long as you comply, you'll be good. If not, then they can file paperwork with the court for a judgment and an eviction.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
But I would have to advise you that you have 3 days after I sign the conditional order dismissal to think about it. If you think that there's some legal right you didn't assert, some confusion on your part, or some mistake that you made in signing that, you'd have to file a motion or some written document with the court to have me set it aside.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I will, but you have that time period after I sign it to do that.
All right.
Understand that?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Now, the better side of the baby's life. No, I'm kidding. Recalls case of Peninsula Place versus Jacqueline Garden. She out cold?
Now we get the baby.
Yeah.
James Fink for the plaintiff. She's at 1999.61.
1999.61. All right. How are we gonna get that paid?
Hard denied me. So I'm
They
gonna,
denied you?
I make too much. That's what they said. So I'm gonna pay 1,000 tomorrow. And then
1,000 tomorrow? Okay. That's on the, I'll just make it the 22nd. You pay by Monday.
yeah,
Okay.
and then another 1,000 on the 2nd. And then I know that January is gonna kick in and that'll be paid 2 weeks from then. Then I should be set.
Okay. So she would, okay, here, let me, so I'm gonna do something a little bit strange, but I'm gonna do it this way with you. I'm gonna adjourn yours out also to December 26, 2025 at noon. What I'm hoping to do at that point is either a conditional order dismissal after she pays the 1,000 to pay the 1,000 on the second.
She paid $844 yesterday, so she's really working at it.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it got down to the 19. Is that right, Mr. Fink?
If that's what it looks like to me.
Okay, so okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it that way.
First name and last name.
11 at Gmail.
Always gonna know what that says with me and you.
Because, so,
We'll try to do a COD. If you,
pardon?
we'll try to do a COD.
COD on it and try to do it that way. I would have to advise you, if you do a conditional order dismissal and you're not here, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You'd have 3 business days to think about it from the time that I sign it. If you think that there's some legal reason, some confusion on your part, or some mistake you've made, or some right you didn't assert, you'd have to file a motion within those 3 business days. You understand that?
Yes.
That's the way. And I want to thank you, Ms. Gardner, for bringing the baby.
Welcome.
You know how I am. When she finally had it, this is the interesting thing, because actually, I think the first time I saw you at a case, she was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and falling behind her, but she couldn't get assistance because she couldn't work. And not only myself, but there were a lot of people that also were watching it that thought that that was so unfair.
Yeah.
And so we just slow walked it and got her to this point.
Thank
You're so welcome. You have a very happy, oh, look at that face. You have a very happy, blessed Christmas.
Thank you too.
All right. And then we will see you soon. Okay. Take care. Court does call the case. River Drive Apartments versus Ann Marquette.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Ann Marquette.
She has surrendered possession. We have a money claim. Court preferred a default judgment on the landlord tenant form with no redemption date, or would you like me to submit a civil judgment?
Why don't we submit a civil judgment?
I'll do that.
All right.
Your Honor, the defendant owes $8,693.40 in rent, $250 in costs, for a total default judgment of $8,943.40.
All right. Money judgment money judgment in that amount will enter upon its presentation.
Let me just make sure that that's what this says. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Fairwood Apartments versus Regina Ag. It had to be you. What's your name, sir?
I can't wait. I'm working across it.
Take him.
Well, hold on a second. Your case was at 2:00? Okay, so here's what you're gonna have to do. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. You're gonna have to come down on Monday. I think I issued a judgment. So I issued a default judgment. You have to come down on Monday and either you can pay the judgment certainly, or you have to file a motion to set it aside.
Okay.
Okay? Well, no, you have to come down to court, file the form, and then we'll set a hearing. But you also have to deposit in order to get that 1 month's rent into court escrow.
Okay.
Oh,
That's because that was late.
pardon?
That's because that was late. Or-
Well, that's because you weren't here when the case was called. Okay? Thank you, sir. All right. Your name?
Regina Agnew.
Your Honor, Ms. Agnew owes. Here, let me tell him. Oh, you don't even want it.
The objection of plaintiff, the court is going to grant a judgment to the plaintiff in the amount of, for possession, in the amount of $4,700, 65 cents, as well as a money judgment in that amount, finding no tribal issue in this case with the writ to issue January 16, 2026. Sign that judgment. All set. Take care.
Now I'm all set. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I stopped and didn't keep going. Thank you.
Glencoe Hills versus Devin Allen, Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Anika Howell, and Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Alicia Shah. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. I have somebody that is still on the line, a phone with the last 3 digits of 716. If you press *6 and unmute, let us know who you are, because I'm out of files.
Hello, Judge.
Hello?
Hi, this is Ardella Gillis representing Ardell Carson for Northville Crossing.
Against. Say your name again.
I'm Ardella Gillis, standing in for Ardell Carson.
Oh. That was at 2:00, that case. And hang on a second. I took a default judgment on that because nobody answered on that case. So if she doesn't, she'd have to file a motion to set that aside. And somebody will have to come into the court, file a motion to set aside the default and post 1 month's rent into escrow.
Okay, I'll come in tomorrow.
Okay, well, probably want to do that Monday.
Monday, yes, sir.
All righty.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's it for us. I think everybody's out. That's it. Springy's doing that. Amy's here. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Anna. This is Anna's last Friday with us. You've been a blessing.
As this hearing comes to a close, Judge Simpson strikes a rare balance, firm on the law, yet human in understanding real-life struggles. Payments are ordered, deadlines are set, and second chances are placed on the line. This courtroom isn't about punishment alone. It's about whether people follow through when given the opportunity. The decision today may seem small, but for those involved, it means everything. Now we ask you, did Judge Simpson handle this case with the right balance of fairness and firmness? Share your thoughts below, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.